Hi everybody, my Otis here. I just want to go ahead and share with you the Manufacturers Cup race for today. We're down to just two a week now, and so each one counts, I suppose. With that said, um, the this race was a pretty darn good race. It's Group 3. It's at BB Raceway, and so that's a very fast track. It's short. There were 30 laps total, and the only thing that I can say marred it was a, a message that I received from another driver right after the race. We'll get into that. I'm not going to get into the message itself. It was very explicit, used some explicit language, and I don't want this video to have to be viewed by people that are 21 years of age or older. Okay, but it was pretty bad and got me wondering what the heck did I do. So I went ahead and went back and looked at the race, and when I did, well, I'll let you decide. So here we go. So, like I said, manufacturer's race. I'm driving for Toyota. I did not realize that I was going to be stuck with Toyota when I picked it. I mean, I knew that I would be, but I just, we were doing weeklies and, changing every week. Anyhow, I'm driving a Supra here, Group 3. I started in 9th place. If you've driven BB Raceway at all, you know the number one most important thing. It's fast, but you gotta make sure you're on your marks for braking right here on the first turn. Okay, if you miss your brake point, bad things. Now, like I said, I qualified in 9th place, and so theoretically, I'm the 9th fastest car. And if speed was the only factor in racing, I'd finish in 9th. I'm not going to finish in 9th. Spoiler alert. Because in racing, driving clean, hitting your marks, not messing up, makes a huge difference. Now, I was actually pretty proud of this race because a few days ago, maybe a week ago, I had a couple of bad races. Okay, and they were me having bad races. Okay, and got knocked back in my ratings. Okay, or in my rankings. My sportsmanship ranking got knocked back to a B. My driver rating got knocked back to a C. And that's where that was. So what we're doing here is I'm actually running in, I have an A rating right now. Okay. You see there, I messed up on my on turn 1. Bentley here popped back in front of me. And I did pull a penalty on that. Okay, that was a 5-second penalty. You hit the wall, you get 5 seconds. Doesn't matter. So every time you see someone hit the wall, just think 5 seconds. I'm not overly concerned about the penalty at this point. Okay. Um, they don't show the penalty flasher in the replays, but everybody's flashing. Okay. From turn one, mostly. I'm sure some of it was from contact with other drivers, but mostly turn one penalties. So I figure, as long as I can get rid of it before the end of the race, everything's going to be good. So you can see a lot of laps. Okay, this is a 30-lap race. It's a short track. It's a fast track, so it went pretty fast. Okay. You can see someone already hitting the pits. That's one thing that I'm not a fan of with the FIA races. Okay. You don't really have a solid concept of pit timing, so you can't really work out a good pit strategy. With that said, the person that hit the pits on lap 10, Cavuto, I believe his name was, that was absolutely a mistake. He could very well have enough gas to make it all the way. Okay. Fuel was not an issue. All right. When I hit the pits, I had plenty of gas left in the tank. But my tires were toast. So I'm realizing that my tires are going away fast. On the right-hand side, there's a lot of left-hand turns, really sharp ones and high-speed left-hand turns. So without a doubt, I'm saying to myself, well, I definitely need to pit. I'm kind of holding it together here, so I don't want it to get much worse. So I decided to go ahead and pit at the end of lap 15. And I was not the only one, as you will see. So let's take a second and talk about strategy on fast track as far as getting rid of penalties goes. Because there's, as far as I can tell, 2 options. Okay, option 1, pull over, get rid of your penalty. Option 2 is what I did right here. Slow down on the way into the pits, get rid of that penalty right there. Okay, and the reason I say that is because on the way into the pit road, you're slowing down anyway. Okay, you're taking a hit to your momentum as it stands. So go ahead, slow down, get rid of your penalty, or at least most of it. I didn't actually get rid of all of my penalty, that 5-second penalty. I ended up with like a 1.2 seconds left over. But get rid of as much of it as you can right there on the way in. That way, you're still going to take a hit from slowing down before before you have to, especially since there are no speeding penalties in the pits. Okay, you can blast into the pit road as fast as you want. Okay, but the place that it helps, that it actually saves you, is when you're uh, done serving your penalty. You don't have to worry about getting back up to speed. Okay, it's something that you're automatically going to have to do because you're coming out of the pits. Now you might notice I kind of grazed the wall there. I did not pick up any more penalty, and that's because the driver here in front of me, RF 229, I can't pronounce the name, so but he tapped me into the wall. I'm not saying that he did anything wrong. Okay, that was just a little rubbing. It was a bad place to rub, but it was just a little rubbing. Okay, as anybody knows, I am not opposed to making contact with me. It's just when you're doing it on purpose, okay, or doing it because you don't have control of your vehicle. Okay, so right here, you see this Volkswagen Beetle. That's Buyaka 619, yeah, from Brazil. He's the one that laid into me, and it was over that. Let's go ahead and back up a few seconds and get a look at that again. Because that is ridiculous. All right, I might have backed up a little bit more than I intended to, but that's okay. All right, so he kind of taps me there. No biggie. Coming around the corner here. There might have been a little bit of contact, but no one went into the walls. Okay, there was nothing wrong there. And he screws up the corner, turn one, which I already said you can't do. So that was right there, the entire extent of the interaction that we had. And he sent me a profanity-laced tirade as a message after the race. So let me know what you think. Did I do something wrong? Looks to me like he just lost his cool and blew into a wall on his own. So here we are, the last couple laps. Kavuka is right there on my tail. And he manages to get around me on the corner, the last curve. Tapped the wall there, but once again, did not pull a penalty. Kind of strange, but so here we go. Coming up on the final lap. The white flag is waving. Kavuka goes into the wall. I slide through him because he ghosted. Otherwise, he would have collected me with that. And I cross in 4th place. So, ended up in a pretty good spot. And here we'll show you my current standings, because my sportsmanship rating after this race went back to an S. My driver rating went back up to a B. So, sounds good to me. Thank you so much and for watching. Give the video a like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.